Hi, my name is Sarah Martin, and I'm here today with Dennis Brown and Mike Goins, and they are experts in wood window restoration. Now, old windows and energy efficiency are hot topics right now in the popular restoration magazines and among contractors and homeowners and preservationists. Since Mike and Dennis have many years of experience in dealing with old windows, we wanted to get their thoughts on why they think homeowners should consider repairing their windows rather than replacing them. Now, Dennis, Mike, thanks for having us to your workshop. My first question is, I have a house that was built in 1910. It retains its original historic windows, and I'll be honest, they are a bit of a headache. They rattle in their frames, the sash cords and the weights don't always work properly, and they're not exactly efficient. We're considering ripping those out and replacing them with more modern, energy-efficient, maintenance-free windows. Is that something that you would recommend, or should we maybe rethink that plan?
Sure like to see you rethink it. There is no such thing as maintenance-free. Any window that you would put in your house today, there's a good possibility that to make it economically feasible, you would be using an inexpensive window to replace a window that was probably a very good window when it was originally built. And even if you put in very good windows today, you will find that they still aren't of the quality of the old windows, and the expense is extremely high.
I agree, Sarah. Replacing the original windows in a historic house is like taking the heart out of it, and it just almost never really needs to be done. If you are taking old windows out and replacing them with modern wood windows, you're essentially changing out old growth timber for new modern growth, and most of that new wood in the windows today is finger jointed. Mm-hmm. Little pieces fit together. And might not last more than 10 years. Your other options, vinyl clad windows, I think a really poor option for historic structures, or aluminum clad, which is at least acceptable, but the problem there is you're changing the personality of the house, not only from the outside but also from the inside when you look at the colored sash from the inside with the nice wooden trim around it. It's just a poor choice, and in my 30 years of working on older houses in Lawrence, I haven't come across yet a house that needed wholesale window replacement. Repairs, reworking, maybe a sill needs replaced, and you're good to go.
So what is the difference between the old growth wood from these old windows and today's new growth wood? Can you explain that?
Old growth wood is much more dense. If you look at the rings, the growth rings, mm-hmm. in a piece of old growth lumber, there will be anywhere from 10 to 20 growth rings per inch, and new growth lumber, you're lucky if you get 4 or 5 per inch. Therefore, it just does not have the durability, it doesn't have the strength, and it does not have the resistance to heat flow. So they're not as efficient.
So if we have a storm window attached to the actual window, and we have good repaired windows, it should be pretty energy efficient then.
Yes. It's extremely important that a storm window be installed properly, and a properly installed storm window that is painted in an appropriate manner, be very attractive and not distract from the historic nature of your house.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think we've learned some really good ideas about maintaining our windows and keeping them up. I look forward to joining you both on site at one of your job sites to actually see some of these repairs in action. So thanks for having us over.
Thanks, Sarah.